Well, 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 and welcome to another day in the United States of fuck this place, where it took the big backbone spurred bit that it be, the pedo in chief, the convicted felon fraudster, honey, less than a year to make us insolvent here. That's worse than being bankrupt, dear. Now, I am no economist or mathematician by any means, dear, but I will try my best to explain to you what's going on in the simplest terms that I can, boo. Basically, we used to rob Peter to pay Paul. But then Paul's interest compiled in a major way to where we had to ask John to pay Peter so Peter could pay Paul. You get what I'm saying, baby? Yeah, we drained Peter and he could no longer pay Paul. So now we need John to pay Peter to pay Paul, while all three are compiling interest on these payments, baby. We are somewhere around 130-something trillion dollars in debt. Now, when Daddy Dumpy Pants got up there, him and the GOP had a wonderful idea how to confuse the American constituent about the debt and shit. What they did was raise the debt ceiling. And it turns out today, even though you raise the debt ceiling, it doesn't make your debt go away. What it does is actually compile interest and make the debt grow. And that's exactly what has happened over the last year because of the orange hoe. Imagine, because big numbers are hard for the average American to understand. Your bank account don't hold $1 trillion and you damn sure don't have $1 million in your hand. The average American household rakes in about 50 grand a year per person. If you have two people in the home working daily, you might be pulling in around 100 grand a year. But most households, it's around 50 grand. So you're broke. You're making $50,000 a year. Times are hard, and you start paying your bills with your credit cards. But the interest rates keep going up and up. And before you know it, you're bankrupt. And with all that interest that has compiled, not only are you in debt to the bills you didn't pay, but you're in debt to the creditors who helped you pay your bills to get by day after day. You have now compiled over $1 million in debt. You have now compiled over $1 million in debt, but you only make $50,000 a year. How are you ever going to pay off that $1 million of debt, dear? If you took your entire earnings for the whole year and threw it at that debt, it would take you forever and a day to pay it off. It's impossible. You wouldn't be able to. You would spend every day, and on your dying day, you would still be in debt. And that debt would be passed down to your kids. Well, thanks to Daddy Dumpy Pants and the GOP, too busy raking in their money and robbing our coffers, honey, because he's made $4 billion personally just this year alone. Just this year alone, he's made $4 billion in his personal companies. You know, the ones he's supposed to let go of when he becomes the president, hon? Yeah. Yeah. But the debt he has left us with today, well, it would take the US of A somewhere around 100 years to pay. We will be asking John to pay Peter to pay Paul for the next 10 years. And once John is broke, dear, we're going to have to get on our knees and pray to fucking Mary to get us out of this debt, honey. But he's the greatest businessman. At least that's what his billionaire friends have to say while they're raping the coffers of the US of A. But TSA workers don't deserve to get paid. We'd rather send the frozen crew there to watch them do their jobs, boo. Thank you for your attention to this matter about how the orange dude screwed all of us, boo.